So Luke has asked, what are the best ways to improve essay writing? I'm interested to hear your take. Well, it's a very broad question. How do you improve essay writing? I mean, the cliches come to mind first because it's so broad, and it would be helpful to have something more specific in that question. Effectively, I mean, if you want to improve your essay writing, practice. Again, that's the cliche, practice makes perfect, as they say. Of course, practice, but it's not as simple as practice. You need to figure out the structure of a standard essay, and I just went through it in the previous answer, but you need to really understand the structure first. And if you want to excel at essay writing, you need to understand how to write effective topic sentences and introductions. Okay, that's the first thing. Understand how to write effective topic sentences. So how do you actually articulate concepts in a sophisticated way rather than just listing themes and introducing theme words like power? The text is about power. That's my topic sentence. Okay, that's not sophisticated. There's no depth to that. So learn how to be really specific when you're talking about concepts and learn how to do that in a topic sentence and in your introduction. I would start there. Next way to improve essay writing is to learn how to nail analysis. I mean, you need to nail those sentences of analysis between the topic sentence and the link sentence of each body paragraph. So once you have your core ideas, and by the way, you should already know what your core ideas are of each body paragraph before you start, right? You should know that in advance so that you actually can tie everything together in the proper way. But once you have those concepts down and you're ready to start providing the evidence, make sure that you can actually write the sentences of analysis in an effective way. And you want to start with the basics. And this is key. This is what I tell everyone, right? Start with the most basic type of sentence when you do your analysis, and then build upon that. Okay? Then add the other elements in. For instance, give me the basic technique that is in the quote you're looking at that you think relates to this idea for the body paragraph. Okay, you found a metaphor, you found a simile. Okay, there's my basic technique. The technique in this quote. Okay, the technique in this quote reveals this, and then tell me what it reveals. So that's the most basic structure. It's a good structure, but it's a starting structure. If you want to improve your essay writing, you need to know how to then tweak and improve those elements and how to bring in some other elements as well. So instead of just having a basic sentence of analysis that has the technique in this quote reveals this, okay, your effect might be really good in terms of what you're saying about that evidence, but what about context? How does that link to context? Then you start layering in the other elements and you say, okay, at the start of the sentence, I'm actually going to add a clause, which a clause is basically a part of a sentence separated by commas or some other kind of punctuation there. That's not a full stop, okay? Usually a comma. So we'll have a clause at the start saying, reflecting the anxieties of the post-war era or something like that, okay? We'll talk about post-World War II. That's just an example. But you start, now the sentence begins with a link to context, and you use that, then you do a comma, then you have the metaphor in the quote reveals this. Okay, now you've got a piece of analysis that links to context. So now you're improving the sophistication.